Hello everyone, this is Blue Thunder Fan Racing, and this is the INORL UPS Truck Series. Today, we are at Kentucky for the KFC 300. As we all know, there are only 5 rounds to go in the Truck Series Championship. Some moves are going to have to be made. It looks like the championship is going to be coming down to Mason Wood and Taylor Mitchell. Mitchell is behind Mason, is a little over 80 points off the lead. Let's look at our top 10. Starting on pole is Thomas Mickacook, who's looking to make a recovery drive for this season. Starting on his outside is Brandon Bain. Row 2 has Pichu London, who's done a good job in that 9 truck so far, or at least in qualifying. And next to him is the points leader, Mason Wood. Row 3 has Garrett Norden and his teammate, Wilmer Jones. Row 4, Kyle Cisnowski and Daniel Culp. And around at the top 10 is Joseph Clark and Dylan White, a rookie. Taylor Mitchell is starting in the 13th position. Gonna have to see what she can do. And here is the rest of the starting lineup. And here we go. The engines are fired. Here we go. 5 races to go in the INORL UPS Truck Series. The first of the final 5. The dash to the championship is at Kentucky, and that doesn't look right. Okay, no, that's just. The outside works pretty well at Kentucky, so we're gonna have to see what happens. As the pace truck is diving towards pit road, Thomas Mickacook is in charge of leading the field to the green flag. And we're green. We are rocking at Kentucky. Thomas Mickacook is gonna get a very good start there in the free, as Pichu London right away goes for second, right off the bat, free wide for the second position. Norden goes down low. And Garrett Norden appears to have gotten a good run on the inside, but Pichu London is still there. As you see, the starts are pretty crazy here at Kentucky. And leading the first lap will be Thomas Mickacook. Oh god, there's 4 wide, 4 wide. Oh gosh, this is getting really antsy here. So right off the bat, we got awesome racing here at Kentucky. Kind of surprising, as Kentucky is known as a boring track. It's known as a pretty boring track, but so far, as of the start, there is awesome racing going on here at Kentucky. And I think Taylor Mitchell's dropping back in the 31. The outside is actually the preferred line here at Kentucky. So I don't think Mitchell started where she wanted. She's starting to move backwards. Where's Mason Wood? Mason Wood, he's lost a few spots, but Mason Wood is outperforming Taylor Mitchell right now. He's leading by a little over 80 points, so he's got a pretty big points lead. Got a pretty big points cushion. Couldn't stand to lose it right now. The outside pole sitter Brandon Bain's lost a lot of ground, but Brandon Bain also has a lot of speed in that 29 truck. Fastest lap goes to Darren Gale in the 99. Darren Gale don't know where Darren Gale is. Let's check in and see where he's running. Last time by, Darren Gale. Across the stripe, Darren Gale was in 15th place. Gonna have to see what happens there. And Bo Peterson's up here. I didn't even notice him. Good job by Bo Peterson so far. As Mitchell continues to drop back, she should get a little higher, because that line is not working. Race still in its early stages here. Norden's looking. Garrett Norden won a race earlier this season at Martinsville. I mean, he got a bad run. He got a terrible run in that corner though. Mason Wood running in the 5th position. So far, Mason Wood is in good position to gain a lot of points in the championship. The Eddie Sharp truck is really flying. Is Mason Wood going to be using the outside, which is the preferred line here, to take away 4th from Daniel Culp, who is surprisingly having a good day. Daniel Culp has not done much in this series. In the back here, got a few of the back markers. Although Seth Cole's back here, at this point, I'd say his championship hopes are done. Like, he's fallen way too far back. He's fallen way too far back. I would say at this point, Seth Cole's championship hopes are done. So that's a real tough break for him, and this is not helping. Having a very poor run so far, in 35th. And Mitchell I saw Mitchell there. She continues to drop. This time by, she's going to be 29th. She is in big trouble right now. She is not looking that good right now. Although she's now gotten into the middle lane. Maybe she can get a good run into that corner. She's actually the slowest, among best laps. Mitchell's actually the slowest on track on the best laps counter. That's quite something. Gonna watch Mitchell here. There's Zach Campbell. No, wait. He's dropping back. And Mitchell appears to be moving back towards the front as she uses the outside on Savannah Turner. And she goes to the inside. Not sure how that's going to work. That didn't work out well last time. Here's a look at Inman J. Of course, last week he stepped in at 81, replacing the late Stephen Calvin. Had a solid midfield run. He's having another solid mid-pack day in that 81 truck. That seems to be all this truck's good for. Midfield runs. Let's get back up to the front with Thomas Mickacook. Daniel Culp has passed Mason Wood, and he's going to try to use the speed gains from the outside line and try and get around Pichu London. Here he comes, trying to the inside. Culp trying the inside, but it's not going to work, and Pichu London gets a pretty good run. Top 6 have broken away from the rest of the pack. Jack Nathan looking on Kyle Cisnowski. There's Joseph Clark in the 7. Clark is surprisingly having a good day. Clark, of course, has struggled all season. And as you see, the race is starting to get a little strung out, a little snoozy here. So all the action seems to be in the middle of the field. Taylor Mitchell's currently running in 27th, while Mason Wood is in 5th. So she needs to gain some ground, as at this point she would be losing a lot of points. Zach Campbell is looking on her inside, although the middle groove is very good. The outside works well here too. Mitchell's teammate Savannah Turner just used the outside and got a big run off of turn number 4. There's Tyler Manson. There you can see the Tyler Manson in a 98. Unsure about his plans about next season. Tyler Manson has been the bad luck driver of the season. Really in all my series, nothing seems to go right for Tyler Manson. Rob Thomas also seems to have some tough luck. Also seems to have a lot of tough luck. However, he is in contention for the Retro Series Championship. Mitchell continues to use the outside. Kevin Ulrich going to try and push her up a little. And Mitchell's going to be looking under her teammate here. Going to be looking under her teammate Savannah Turner, who's having a midfield day. Mitchell's up to 22nd now. Aaron Williams fighting Kyle Cisnowski for 10th place. He's got the preferred line, and Aaron Williams moves into 10th. And now he's going to challenge Jack Nathan for the 9th spot. And there's Nathan trying to use the high lane. He's got a pretty fast car. And two rookies, Aaron Mason and Kyle Cisnowski, they peaked at the exact same time. And oh, look at this! I think we're having pit stops. Oh, Cisnowski's got rear-ended by PCM Mikacook. But yes, pit stops are underway. The leader, Thomas Mikacook, did not come in. Mikacook still looking for his second win of the season. The number 3 in my series seems to be associated with a lot of bad luck. The only driver with the free car, the only series where the free car has done well is the Sony IndyCar series. And then, whoa, what's Emilio Navarrete doing? Whoa, a lot of cars going for the grass. And are you kidding me? Did that seriously just happen? I saw Tyler Manson hit his teammate Jack Nathan over there. That did not just happen. Well, seeing the lap they're pitting on, this could be a fuel mileage race. As Skyla Johnson was staying out, she led a lap. Probably gonna be coming in now though. Where's Skyla Johnson? Yeah, she's on pit road. However, I gotta take a look at that, see what happened between teammates, the 98 and the 88. So we're gonna take a quick break from the live action and take a look at that. Sorry, I couldn't find any good camera angles for this, but so this is the best thing I've got. This is a fail. Look at this. Several drivers just totally miss commitment cone. They just come down through the grass. Watch Tyler Manson here. Manson. He is going to slow down. He's going to slow down really fast, try and get his pit stop. There it is, right there. His pit box is right there. And watch this. He's going to start turning extremely hard. He spins it and hits his teammate, Jack Nathan. Spins him around. That could be, like, that's like failed the season right there. And failure. Manson stalled the car trying to back up. So that deserves fail. Oh my gosh. This deserves fail of the year right here. This is why Tyler Manson is considered a reject driver. Well, this and his bad luck. It's stuff like this, and his bad luck. Those two things have made Tyler Manson a bit of a reject driver and over my series. Look at this one more time. I seriously don't understand that. Just for kicks, let's go on board with Jack Nathan. He did not see this coming. Let's ride on board with him. Did not see it coming. Let's get back to the live action. And we are back. Thomas Mikacook is pretty far ahead of Garrett Norton. Pit stops, currently going through the pit stop cycle. At this point, I think it could be a fuel mileage race. seeing the laps that they came in on, this could be a fuel mileage race. And there you go, the lights come on. This is actually a daytime to nighttime transition. This race is actually having a day to night transition. It'll get later as it'll get darker as the race goes on. Therefore the track will get cooler. As there goes Megacook right around Daniel Kolb, as Megacook is ranked as the leader. Second is Garrett Norton. Third is Wilmer Jones. Fourth is Joseph Clark in an awesome effort. Fifth is Curtis Rundas. Another awesome effort here in an underfunded RSS racing truck. Sixth is Aaron Williams. Seventh, Darren Gale. A good job by Darren Gale in that underfunded team. A lot of underfunded teams doing well. This is not an underfunded team here. Brandon Bain running in 8th. 9th, PCM Megacook. She could really use this run. And then rounding out the top 10 is now Skyla Johnson. Skyla Johnson looking pretty good as usual. Tyler Manson still in his pit box. After that, where's Jack Nathan after his scuffle? He's in 34th. I don't think he's going to be very happy with his teammate. Speaking of teammates, where's the 4-sport truck that was not involved in that? Rob Thomas. Rob Thomas is running in the 15th spot. There's Mason Wood. He's down to 16th. Not a very good pit stop. Where's Taylor Mitchell? Mitchell's in 23rd, so she's still losing points right now, but at this point she's not losing that many points. Kind of having a midfield day. Also having a midfield day is Inman J. He's been pretty solid. There's Pichu London. He has a lot of midfield runs. He qualifies well, then drops to about mid pack. He's done that again. There's a slow car of Daniel Kolb. Something must have went wrong in the 03 because that truck is very slow. I think he may have dropped a cylinder in 03. Tough break for Kolb. He was running very well before pit stops. Clark's lost some spots. Emilio Navarre is the last car in the lead lap here. Kevin Ulrich has gone a lap down. Merrick Mikacook is actually 2 laps down, so he's had a very tough day as usual. Merrick Mikacook has not had much luck this season. As Garrett Norton is looking low on Kevin Ulrich. Can't make the move. Tyler Manson now back on the track, but he is 42nd, 5 laps down, so he's not. Reese Falcon has lost the engine on the 05. Hold on. We're gonna take another break here to see what happened to Reese Falcon. Appears he's lost the engine on the 05. He's out of the race. Well, here's Reese Falcon. He was running in 30th. He's kind of a back marker in this series. And he had some kind of problem here. Something goes wrong. He hit the wall for some reason. Must have been panic or something. But what's weird is what's weird though is that no smoke came out of the 05. No smoke out of the 05 truck. The Bill Davis machine. He comes in and eventually drops out. So engine problems on the. So there's some kind of engine problem on the 05 that's going to be taking Reese Falcon out of the race. Another DNF for him. Let's get back to the live action. We're back live here as Thomas Mikacook is still holding the lead. He's had a very dominant truck all day, but I'm not sure if he'll make it on fuel. As you look on this, on like the pit lane 1 cam, if you look in the sky, it wasn't like that at first, but now you can see it's getting dark. The lights are on. The lights have come on. This is a very unique race. This is a very unique race. That's really all I can say. As American Megacook is trying the outside. Not much going on right now. It's been getting single file throughout the whole field. There's Taylor Mitchell running in 22nd. Where's Mason Wood? Mason Wood is in 15th. There's Jeffrey Finguy having a solid day in 14th. Dylan Young running 12th. So not that bad of a second race for Dylan Young. He's been pretty solid so far in this series. Let's check in on our other rookies. Dylan White not having a very good day. He's running 32nd. Zach Campbell is doing even worse in the 37th position. Campbell is actually a lap down, so this is pretty tough. This is a pretty tough race for Zach Campbell. As Thomas Mikacook is gotten passed by Kevin Ulrich, and I think Garrett Norden might be thinking about using the high lane. I don't know. No, he's looking low. He's looking low. Less than 10 laps to go now. Can Mikacook hold on for his second win in that 3 truck? It appears that the number 3 is cursed in my series, and dead proof. Obvious proof was yesterday's Retro Series race at Watkins Glen, where the leader, Barney Ward, driving car number 3, lost the engine with 2 laps to go from the lead. And I'm telling you, had he not lost the engine, there is no doubt in my mind that he would have won the race. Barney Ward has had some terrible luck all season, and Thomas Mikacook's luck has really gotten rotten lately, basically ever since he won Phoenix in the second race of the season. And Megacook's gonna try to go low underneath Kevin Ulrich, but I don't think that was a very good move. Garrett Norden's trying the outside. Garrett Norden's on the outside of Thomas Mikacook, trying to push the free. And I think he's found an opening. Norden to the outside. No, not quite. Garrett Norden is trying very hard to find some room. There, and you see the lights are on. As Norden comes down, I told you this is going to be a fuel mileage race. Mikacook takes 5 to go. If he does not have to pit, then there's going to be no competition. His lead is now officially 4.5 seconds. Wilmer Jones came down pit road. Can Mikacook make it on fuel with 4.5 laps to go? No, Mikacook is slowing. Mikacook is coming down. And here's Curtis Rundas. Rundas staying out. Curtis Rundas now takes over the lead with 4 to go. And he'll get some bonus points. Some much needed bonus points for that underfunded team. Can he make it? No, he's slowing. He's not going to make it. And as Brandon Bain comes in, some other drivers are going to be staying out here. Skyla Johnson now is going to have the lead. Skyla Johnson now going to have the lead in an awesome run for that 42. 3 laps to go. Will she be able to hold on? Taylor Mitchell's currently ranked in third now, as Mason Wood had the pit. There's Cook. Will Skyla Johnson make it? Who is going to make it on fuel? And Skyla, not Skyla Johnson or Rob Thomas, they're not making it. And oh God! Big wreck! And Taylor Mitchell's involved! Taylor Mitchell! Terminal damage on the 31! With 3 laps to go, a massive wreck has occurred! Massive wreck with 3 laps to go! They're still wrecking! Who's the leader right now? Who is the leader? Well, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out in a little bit. But right now, we're gonna have to take a look at what happened here. I'm just gonna back up. I'm just gonna back it up here. While I set everything up, I'm gonna take a little break, and we're gonna take a look at what happened. Well, this is a pretty big collision between teammates. Aaron Williams and Taylor Mitchell got together. Watch this. Mitchell tries to come into pit lane. Aaron Williams does not want to come into pit lane, and they get together, and watch this. Williams hits the wall violently and goes flying into the catch fence way up. Wilmer Jones got his roof smashed in that 17 truck. It was an incident like that killed Stephen Calvin at Massachusetts. There's Garrett Nord, and tough break for him. He gets involved. Dylan Young is also involved. Tough break for him. And there's Mason Wood. He makes it through this. And now Pichu London's gonna come in. He's gonna try and get past. Here we go. He's going to make it. But Zachary Robinson's not so lucky. He gets rear-ended by Daniel Hummel, Curtis Runda's teammate. And Dion Scott gets past. And here's Seth Cole. Grant Peterson slams into Hummel. Seth Cole's nowhere to go but into Grant Peterson. And Tony Blazer is going to hit Zachary Robinson. Dylan White. Is he going to get past? I think Dylan White will get past. That was a big wreck, and this could be big championship implications. When we come back, we're gonna be seeing the finish of this race. Who is going to be the winner here at Kentucky? Well, Pace trucks coming around to take the final lap. Curtis Runda is at the front of this. Who is the official leader? As a Pace truck comes across, we're going to see who's going to win this race. It's going to be Curtis Rundas. Curtis Rundas has been picked up as the leader. If he makes it, Curtis Rundas will win this race in a huge upset. Well, how about this? Curtis Rundas is going to pull off the upset and get a big win for RSS Racing, a very underfunded team. How about this? I hope to see Curtis Rundas back next season. He's done some great things with an underfunded truck, and now as long as he makes it to the end, he's going to win here today. Second is Skyla Johnson in an awesome race for her. Hope to see her back next season. Third is going to be PCM Mikacook. Fourth, Connor Halligan. Fifth is Thomas Mikacook. Pit stops didn't really work out. Sixth is Aaron Mason. Seventh, Joseph Clark. Finally, a good run for him. Eighth, Rob Thomas. Ninth is Savannah Turner. And 10th is Jeffrey Finguy. We're in a moment, real quick, we're going to check where Mason Wood's finishing. He's finishing in 12th. Going to be getting a lot of points here. If he keeps that up, then he'll be running away with this championship. And Curtis Rundas, he's going to make it the whole way. And at a screeching 55 miles an hour, in a huge upset, Curtis Rundas is going to be taking the win here at Kentucky. Surprisingly enough, that was actually a very good race here today. Surprisingly enough, it was a very good race here today, as something may have happened here. I think Daniel Culp just couldn't make it. How about this? A great race here today. Well, here comes the results and standings. You're watching a production of the INORL, Racing Uncontained. See you next time.